Hello and welcome to Nailed On with John and Kris. Today we're going to look at our watch list, our top 3 players as to who we're going to be targeting this week, and we think you should be doing the same. So jumping straight in with a defender, and that is Rhys James, who looks to be exceptional value at the 5.2 mil price point.
Yeah, he really does, John. Obviously, we mentioned him last week as sort of our bonus player on the watch list, but he is going in the top 3 this week. His XA at the moment, 0.25, which is very similar to Trent over the last few years, which shows a lot of his potential, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, at 5.2 to get someone comparable to Trent is amazing. We mentioned his fixtures are somewhat mediocre, but I mean, even say away to Everton, away to Wolves, Chelsea are going into that game with a 58% chance of winning it, a fairly high chance of keeping the clean sheet. And as you said, the attacking potential from Rhys James, who has won the position from Azpilicueta, makes him an excellent option. And we both expect him to be in the template team very soon. A brilliant option for the defence, especially for those looking to maybe free up some funds from a more expensive player.
Yeah, definitely.
So on to the next player. So now going to someone that many of us have already had, and that is Salah. Lots of us brought him out of our team when he had COVID, and we've been asking when's the right time to bring him back. We think it's now, and we also think that's somewhat obvious after his returns this week. But why is that the case?
Well, Fulham away. Nice, really nice fixture. Obviously, it seems obvious now because he scored a load against Wolves, but on paper that was a difficult game against a solid Wolves side, usually solid Wolves side. But going into a really nice run of fixtures for Liverpool now, it's the perfect time to get Salah back in. Whether that's if you have to take De Bruyne out to get Salah in, that's not a bad transfer at this stage. But if you can get both of them in, or at the very least get Salah in, it's a great opportunity, isn't it, John?
Yeah, I mean, he's going into that game. I mean, Salah is a 57% chance to score any time, and factor that in with obviously he's likely to maybe score more than one goal and assist. He's a brilliant option, and I mean the prime captaincy option for next week away to Fulham. There's very few players who actually contest, so he's a really important one for next week. And then looking beyond, he's just a brilliant pick. They've got pretty good fixtures, and he's going to be a consistent captaincy option when you're looking at Salah. So, Mohamed Salah, nice and easy recommendation. He's one that you should definitely be looking to bring in and worth the sacrifice if you might need to take a hit to actually bring him in as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So on to the final recommendation. So in the striker slot, someone who's more of an enabler, and that is Patrick Bamford, someone that we've ignored in our team for some time and have both caved in, where he has a nice run of fixtures in front of him. He's only, I believe, 6.1 million, which is actually, I think he got the rise last night. But that's an incredibly cheap price and worth a downgrade in many cases.
Yeah, I think he is still 6.1 at the moment.
Okay.
I might be wrong in that. But yeah, really nice run of fixtures, as you say. So I actually brought him in for the Chelsea game only because I had Mopé and I was going to make one transfer anyway. So I thought, well, may as well bring in someone who's going to play with Mopé obviously being injured. So yeah, really nice to get the return. And as you say, John, really nice run of fixtures. Some of the stats as well around the amount of chances that Leeds are creating this season. I think they created 87 shots on goal. I can't remember what the 4 teams were. It was in 4 fixtures, but it was against the likes of Arsenal, Everton, Villa, and there was one other team in there. He's going to be the focal point in getting those chances.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's just a great option. I mean, he's 11-8 to score in his next game, so around the 40% chance. So a really good option given his price point, and he's at home to West Ham, which is a pretty favourable fixture to start off a pretty good run. So a great enabler and someone who we both think will be in the template very quickly as well.
Yeah.
So that brings us to the end of our 3. Thank you for tuning in.
Cheers, guys. See you later.